Oh, nothing good ever happens after 2 p.m. You should already know that we are up to some fuckery tonight. Welcome back to the channel, people. Be sure to tune yourself in by giving the video a thumbs up, thumbs down. Say hi to your fellow neighbor here. Okay, so what are we going to be talking about tonight? You may ask, Bandit. Well, you can ask Bandit whatever the hell you want to, but we're going to be talking about other things, such as a certain creator that I have supported openly here on my platform. And, I'm not going to, I'm going to try to refrain from saying this creator's name, but if you pick up on what I'm putting down, you're going to know who it is. And plus, if you've been following me, you should already know who we're talking about. We can call this person Q. So, as I've said before on my platform, I have watched Q, this YouTube creator, since 2012. Up until, I want to say, 2017. The reason why I stopped watching, and I stopped watching a lot of people around then, was because I had a house fire around Christmas time, December 12th, December 12th of 2017. We had that house fire. So I got off YouTube. What did I need to be on YouTube back then? I had a lot of things to figure out. So that's when I stopped watching Q. I came back in 2020, and that's when I learned of his mother's transition. Now, let me just say this. First of all, I have openly came out and expressed my support for this creator. I understand their frustration. I understand that their mother, at the time I did not know, passed away until I began watching them again. I lost my mother at 8 years old. Some of you already know this. So that I get. Okay? I get it. It's not going to be something that you're going to just jump back from. And if it reflects within the content that you post on YouTube, hey, the real OGs, let me tell you something. The real OGs are going to stand by your side, no matter how ugly and raw it gets. So, in other words, if they can't see you at your worst, they damn for sure do not deserve you at your best. I get that. What Q has said. I get all of that. My problem is whenever a creator, one of the few creators that have actually came out and backed you up, Q, Q-A-A-D-I-R, Q-A-A-D-I-R, Q-A-A-D-I-R. Oh, yeah. Can't say more shit. I am one of the few creators that have backed you up openly. I witnessed that entire thing, what you were going through back in 2020 and into early 2021 when everyone was coming through for your jugular. At the time, I didn't know what was going on. The only reason why I knew of your mother's transition was because you mentioned it. I was not aware this creator was being brutally attacked. I can't speak. Yeah, getting tongue-tied. Doxed. He had the police called at his house just because no reason. Honestly, no reason. There's no reason why any of these people should have done what they did to Q. Especially, I don't know if it's true, but if y'all really did send the cops to his house, FUCK off. Who does that? But again, I that's my first time experiencing someone being doxxed. Okay, and let me say something else. You may be lost in the sauce. You may be wondering, like, oh my God, nothing ever good happens after 2 a.m. Bandit, what are we talking about? We're talking about something unrelated to true crime. But if you are tuning in from my true crime audience, welcome. Um, Before I got into true crime, I was a part of another community here on YouTube. But ever since being a part of this, well, I don't want to say a part of it. I just want to say I cover true crime. I have seen people being doxxed. I have seen people being harassed online, CPS being called on people, people getting tased on live video, and police running them down the highway. Live stream continues with them being in the ambulance, being taken off to the hospital, eventually until it shuts off. I've seen all of it ever since getting into this true crime. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because the first time that I actually witnessed someone being doxxed was Q. At the time, I did not even know what doxing meant. This was back in early 2021, and I've watched several live streams. Back then, I was there in the audience. If you were there, you know what happened. I'm not going to be re-victimizing again. If you were a part of this YouTube creators platform, you knew what they were going through in early 2021 and 2022 and 2019. That was the time that I was absent from watching and following their type of content. I've always liked this YouTube creator. I grew up with them. Their personality has been influential on a lot of gay people, young gay men. And that's another thing. Let's get on to that. You constantly hear Q say, if I can't get through the door, none of you bitches are going to make it. Well, who's to say that we're trying to be you? Again, the same thing that you are accusing us of doing, you are doing by assuming we are following the same path as you. We are not. And as I've stated in my email that I sent you 2 nights ago, because I have addressed this privately, I've showed my support for you, and I apologize if any of those live streams I did addressing what you were going through were offensive, if you found them offensive. But my intention going into creating those live streams was not ill-willed. I am a commentary reaction type channel. So if I'm over the top and goofy and animated, which out of all people, Q, you should know, and I thought that you would appreciate that, but no, apparently it rubbed you the wrong way. So I do apologize if you found it offensive or if you feel like it was offensive. But I didn't mean any ill will behind creating those live streams, that commentary I've done, backing you up publicly, speaking out against the people that were bullying, that were harassing, that were doxing. Again, at the time, I didn't even know what any of that meant. I didn't even know that people were doing that here on YouTube. You may be saying like, "Where have you been, Bandit?" Well, I never heard of such a thing until getting into all this crime stuff. Apparently, it happens often. People unrelated to the crime getting doxxed, bullied online, their names getting dropped, people sending death threats in the mail. It happens all the time in true crime cases. I've said before that Q, this YouTube creator, is not the only one this happens to. It happens to a lot of innocent people. You don't even have to be on YouTube, as what we've seen, to get doxxed. You could just be a friend, an associate, a person like, I don't know, an acquaintance of a person related to a crime, and you risk being doxxed by crazy ass YouTubers. As I mentioned before, QAADIR. Yeah, if it sounds a little rough, whatever. I did not mean any ill intent by that commentary. When I openly came out and spoke against Julian Echelon, now debunked, it was because I understood and I was more familiar with what was happening here on the internet. After experiencing this happens to other people, you are definitely not alone. Happens to other people all the time. Hello, Darlene. Good morning. Good morning, morning. It's early in the morning. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. Who are we talking about tonight? We are talking about a YouTube creator that I have gave my commentary on before here on this channel, and I've openly came out and supported them. I still do support them as an artist. I just don't throw my money to them. Because quite frankly, why do you think I'm here? Like, I'm doing the same thing as you. But I do support this artist. This artist, let's refer to you as an artist, Q, because you want to be referred to as an artist. So let me refrain from calling you a YouTube creator because, quite frankly, I know you don't even like being on here. So that you don't want that to be your title. You are an artist, not a content creator on YouTube. This artist was being doxxed, harassed online by a whole group of people. They gang stalked him. Guys, they called the police allegedly to his house. And by the way, I would like to mention that anything that I'm mentioning here, that I'm talking about right here in this platform, please keep in mind it falls under the copyright disclaimer, section 107, Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, education, research, and how not to be an asshat. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me tonight, people. So, what's my problem with this creator? I'm sorry, this artist. Is even after I showed my support, really what it was yesterday is I was over at their channel and I was over in their chat. I was not saying anything. I just go over there. I was creeping. I was watching, lurking, what a lot of people are familiar with, I'm sure, that come over here. I was doing the same thing. And I didn't say anything. And my name was brought up in the chat. And I'm like, what the hell? So I scroll back up. Did I accidentally type something? Did I accidentally type something on my keyboard and hit enter by mistake? And I didn't see any comments. I didn't see anything that was said by me. So I'm like, why is this person bringing my name up all of a sudden? And they said, Bandit. They were saying, I'm just paraphrasing, but they were, about said his name. Q was going off, I'm assuming about something. I don't know what it was. I just tuned in. I wasn't watching the live stream for that long, but he was going off on something. And then this one person, his mod in the chat, highlighted my name, which means they went out of their way to type at and bandit. He's not talking about you, but if the shoe fits, let it apply. Something along those lines. And I'm like, so I just replied back, I have not said one goddamn word over here in the chat. I've just been sitting back, chilling, minding my own business. And you want to come out the woodworks and mention my name? Nigga, please. Are you looking for issues? Because it sure sounds like you are. It's one thing to come over in somebody's chat, right, and lurk and creep. Whatever, fine. We all do it. But it's another thing to go over at somebody's chat, lurk and creep, and then somebody just mentions your name all of a sudden like they want you to reply. So what exactly has been said about me over there, Q? Because if you're talking about me and these curses you keep on saying that's coming from God and your mother, let me tell you something. My protections, my spirit guides, my ancestors got something for your ass. And I can feel when some negative shit is being sent my way. So you may want to, consider twice before trying me, because best believe I am spiritually, mentally, and even emotionally prepared to handle whatever you throw at me. My ancestors will fuck your ass up. Best believe. And there's no need of sending hexes and curses and cursing people in your chat, because now my name's being brought into it. So yeah, I'm going to address it. Since you want to bring up my name and I was just minding my own business, being a phantom, but now the phantom has spoke. What to do? Because I'm not one of these people that has doxed, that's harassed, that has bullied Quadir, sent Quadir, threats. I have not been any of those people. That was these people that were gang stalking him. So why all of a sudden are y'all coming for my throat? Huh? Again, I don't have to be nice to people that disrespect the fuck out of me. Like what you said, Quadir, you are ugly. Yes, you are. And I'm not talking about your physical appearance. I'm talking about your personality. I'm talking about your spirit. And as you said, I'm going to use your own words against you. God doesn't like ugly. That doesn't mean God doesn't like ugly just for other people and not Quadir. No, God doesn't like ugly. You have never met me. We have never met in person, period. So for you to come out and talk about somebody's character as a person, not a content creator, it would be different if he, was criticizing my work. He was criticizing my content, but no, he's accusing me and other people. It's not just me, it's other people too. Anybody he views as throwing the slightest bit of shade, even people that have tried to defend him, he will speak out against and talk to you like a motherfucking dog and attack your character and attack you as a person and ignore the argument at question. Why? You never met me. You don't know me. As what I just said in my commentary on the Idaho 4 with the leaked audio, people just presume me as being this loud, over the top individual that walks around in real life, just be, oh my God, just, as soon as you see me, you have a stroke. God forbid somebody with heart complications come around me. But in reality, anyone that's met me in real life will tell you I am a laid back dude. I mind my own business. This right here, what you're hearing is an internet personality. Despite what you may believe, you are not me. Despite what you may assume, assuming makes an ass out of you, not me, nigga. Okay? Like, that's you, my nigga. You the fool. You the ass, not me. Because you assuming that I'm really like this in real life. God does not like ugly, as what you mentioned before. He does not like you, and he does not like you throwing hexes and curses on people. Playing devil's advocate, of course, going by what Q is saying, his ideology of God is. Let me just explain this to you people. Hold on. I'm going to have to add some tags. Thank you for joining. If you have tuned in, be sure to like the video, by the way, if you have tuned in. I have not added tags to this video. I've just been talking. But yeah, his ideology of God is God will punish anybody that does not do what he says or that is not subservient to God. Anyone not subservient to God, God hates. If you think for yourself, God hates you and you deserve to be punished. That's Quadir's mentality. Oh, I just said, oh, oops. Well, the cat's out the bag. Q A A D I R. Oh, yeah. Q A A D I R. A complete hypocrite. And as I mentioned before, I don't have to like everything that he says and everything that he does, his actions, his opinions, his viewpoints on things. As soon as you don't agree with his viewpoint, you're wrong and you're condemned to hell. Let Q be God. That's the type of God that he will be. That's the type of God that he will be. Most certainly. If he was God, he would be a very violent, which he has claimed that he is God. And that's okay because I've done the same thing. But the way that he does it, I'm claiming that y'all are God, we're God, you're God, I'm God. We're really God if you're coming from an atheistic standpoint. But playing devil's advocate, if you want to say that Quadir is God, then he's going to be the type of God that's malice, malicious, unforgiving. Let's see what else. Brutal, demeaning. He wants you to be subservient to him. And anybody that is not subservient will be stomped and killed and punished and tortured. Yeah, that's the type of God that Q will be if he ever was a god, which in his own head, yeah, he's God. Oh, I don't know what type of God you are, but I just feel sorry for your following. I really do. Because the people that want to sit up here and condone, there's still people that are leaving your channel, Q. I don't know if you were mentioning me, if you were referring to me as my channel plateaued, bitch. You have plateaued. You went from being what? You went from 121K to 120, and it's still declining. Please look at your channel analytics before coming from me. Okay? Please look at your channel analytics before coming and talking hot air out your mouth. Probably stinks with that hot ass breath. Make sure you brush your teeth. Looks like they haven't been brushed in a week. Again, I can give my commentary. This is the way that he speaks to his audience, guys. So if you think that I'm bad, go over there and view him and look at how he speaks to his audience. Because this ain't nothing. It really ain't. It ain't nothing. If you would like to donate to this channel, if you like me as a creator, and if you want to support me, please do so via Cash App and PayPal. That is Bandits Tarot on Cash App and Seraphic Pathways on PayPal. Thank you so much. Be sure to like the video on your way in. If you cannot donate, that is a free way to support the channel, is to like the video. Cheese and smiles. Like the video, guys. Thank you for joining, people. I need to get this live stream set up. I know some people's going to be lost in the sauce or like, who are you even talking about? They're not going to know who we're talking about. It's an inside joke. If you've been following my channel, if you've been following me since the summer, you just know. Guys, if you would like to join the channel, please hit the channel link. I just put it in the description box below. I'm going to be putting it in the chat too. If you want to become a channel member today, please hit this link and you can learn more about my channel memberships. I offer 2 tiers, $1.99 per month and $4.99 per month. That is Banditos, Desperados, and El Dorado Chesmere. Please go check out my channel memberships today. That is another excellent way that you can support me as a creator if you like the content. I'm not talking to you trolls that's probably saying, oh, I'm not joining his channel. No one gives a fuck what you think. No one cares what you think. This will also be the channel membership link that the iPhone members can use. And welcome for the people watching on Renegade Discussions, my secondary channel. Go and subscribe if you want to do that too. Just give me 1 second. Okay, now here comes the channel membership link. Thank you. So again, that is Renegade Discussions. If you guys want to go and check out my second channel. Also follow me on Twitter, Bandit3X. Okay, so what are we talking about tonight, people? We are talking about a certain creator, and if you know who it is, you know who it is. I'm not going to continue saying his name. Okay, he is an artist, and he has been an artist I have came out and showed support for because he's been receiving a lot of scrutiny for the past couple years online, doxing, people harassing him, gang stalking, affecting his employment, affecting his way of living. I witnessed all of that, and I have came out and showed support. However, this same creator now is attacking not only me, but other people too that really have not done anything to him, but show him love and support. I don't see the issue. I'm not one of those individuals that were doxing, that were calling the police to come to the house, that were sending out emails to agents saying, don't work with Q. Don't work with Q. He's nothing but trouble. He's violent. I didn't do any of that. Y'all did. And I can be cocky about it because I honestly did not. I can genuinely say I never did send one email to one agent trying to affect Q's employment, trying to gaslight and convince people not to work with him. No, that was not me. That was these other people. And I've also gave my commentary on the individuals complicit and knew that this was happening, that were involved. Because they've came over here from this other YouTuber's platform, and which they've been deleted. The comments have been deleted, but they were coming over here saying terrible things about this creator, trying to convince me of, oh, you don't know who you're supporting. I thought you were playing both sides of the fence. Again, I can think, my mind can change. Why? Because I'm a human being. That's why. I'm a human being. My mind can change. My opinions can change. My viewpoints can change if I have new information that alters what I knew thus far. So yeah, of course, my mind can change, just like my mind is changing right now. I've watched this creator since 2012, took a break, and in that time period from 2017 to 2019, I did not know what was going on in his life. But the way that he describes it and how it was perceived by his audience, it sounded like hell. Went through hell and back. You lost your mom. Then let's not forget about the house, the situation with the house. Fighting all those lawyers to get that house back by yourself, as what you claim, coming up with large amount of funds to save your house. You took on all of this by yourself. Yeah, I won't argue with you. I probably wouldn't have done it by myself. I probably would have cracked personally. But why are you speaking ill will on my name? And why is my name being brought up in your fucking chat when I have not said a damn word? Why? Would you like to explain that, Q? Why one of your mods is starting shit with me after I didn't say anything? I went up and saw every single message that was sent from the beginning of the live stream to the current point. And not one message was a typo that I accidentally typed out or in press entered. I didn't accidentally type anything. There was no mentions of my name until you brought up my name. And it was, I'm assuming that it was during Quadir's rant about something. Him going on about people that don't support him, that show him, hey, him going on another curse, hexing people through the spiritual realm, sending ill will through the screen, wishing the demise on people like me and people that have showed him support before in the past. And that's what he does not understand. That's what the pattern is. Everyone that has showed him support, he pushes away. That does not make him a violent person. That just makes it a difficult person to work with. And it's one thing if you don't like my commentary, but to speak on my personality and speak on me as a person, not my personality, but you get what I'm saying. Me as a person and my character and my integrity. I mean, they said that, never mind. You just foolish because we've never met. You don't know me. I've never met you. I've never been to one of your concerts. I've never been to a show. So for you to come out here and speak such malice with the tongue on my name, and now I'm seeing that my name is being brought up in your chat. Yeah, I have an issue with it. So would you like to address that before throwing daggers at people? Wishing them to be broke and homeless and poor and suffer and all of this other disgusting stuff that comes out of your mouth, Q. But then in the same breath utter, oh, God does not like ugly. He's trying to gaslight y'all. Yes, he does. He does gaslight. Q does a lot of gaslighting. Q A A D I R. He does a lot of gaslighting. And one of the gaslights is to convince his audience that, hey, you need to be subservient to God or else you will be punished. You need to do everything that God is telling you to do. You have no free will. If you go against it, then you will be punished and you deserve to be tortured. That's his ideology of God. He thinks that God feels this way and treats people this way through his lens. And it's not, let's just say God's not doing this. God doesn't view people that way. God does not operate that way. God does not punish people that are innocent. You think that, and you are projecting your ideology on a God. That's your idea of God, Quadir. That's not God. If anything, it's the exact opposite of what you preach against. if you want to go there. So in the so you once claimed that you were the Messiah, right? Because that's, in other words, what he was trying to convince his audience of, that he was the Messiah. He's still the Messiah. I'm sorry. And I didn't like it. I don't like that. I didn't agree with it. At that point, I'm like, okay, you're just doing too much. You need to come down off of the throne. And that's why I said you need to stop using Jesus's halo as a cock ring, Quadir. Okay? And I meant that. Literally, stop using your hate to justify the ways of God, because it's a lie from the pits of hell. It is a lie. That is not how God operates. Nine times, if I'm for one, okay, I try not to speak on these subjects. I try not to get political. I try not to speak on religion, but playing devil's advocate, okay, I've always said that coming from an atheistic standpoint, we are all God. Really, we are all God because we are in control of our lives. If there was a God, he would not be the God that Quadir is making him out to be. Benevolent, ever-loving being. But then again, y'all, God can just be like, okay, yeah, you have free will. I'm just going to create everything. And for some reason, he just decided to step back and be like, y'all have at it. I have no control. I love you, but if you choose to run this into the ground, that is completely on you. And you can apply that to anything in your life. But for somebody to sit up here and say that this is the way that God operates is through hate, malice, and punishing people that are not subservient, you really need to question that source for real, because that is their mentality. That is not God. And who the hell are you to speak on behalf of God? In this way, in this manner, in this fashion. You said it yourself. God doesn't like ugly. God does not like ugly. What you're doing right now, Quadir, your behavior, your commentary, not you as a person, because I genuinely do believe wholeheartedly at the end of the day, you are a good person. I'm sure you are. But your behavior online and how you treat your audience portrays something else. And you can't get mad at people for questioning that. Now, that does not mean they need to go off and affect your way of living, your livelihood, doxing you, calling the fucking police, emailing these agents, preventing preventing people from working. No, that does not justify any of that crap. And anyone that did that, FUCKU, a big fuck you. Because who the hell are you to affect how another person lives? Huh? Would you want that done to you? It's all fun and games until it happens to you. And as we've seen before, it can happen to anybody, not just Q. Innocent people in crimes in crime investigations, not even friends, associates, acquaintances, people that were just knowing of the people, implemented. Innocent people implemented, doxed, harassed, bullied online. And then whenever we did find out who the real perpetrator is, we don't hear any of these same individuals that were pointing the finger at all these people say anything. But they're the quickest to say, oh my God, you are a terrible YouTuber. trying to mentally mind fuck your audience into thinking this is the real audio. You're terrible. You're just too much. Guys, don't watch Bandit. He spreads misinformation. Meanwhile, they're trying to yeah, they'll tell you that. But this is coming from the same sources. I might as well just get on everyone's ass tonight. You know, this is coming from the same sources that ruined a court hearing from a child R that just got recently caught. And the victim has been waiting years to receive justice. And because of these stupid YouTubers, and whenever I say stupid, I mean their actions. I don't mean them as people. Their stupid actions as YouTubers, simple things, not muting the mic, resulted in this court case being delayed even longer, which means ultimately the victim has to be waiting longer to receive the justice. But these same people want to try to gaslight their audience into not watching channels, other channels, saying they're the ones that's problematic. They're the ones that's spreading misinformation and ruining and fucking up cases. It's them guys. It's not us. Please. As I mentioned before, you know you a lie. All of y'all lie. Lie, lie, lie. You gaslight your audience into thinking something that's not true, into being sheeple. And as long as they're sheeple, they're okay. But as soon as you have that black sheep or someone that doesn't conform, then they're okay. Yeah, they need to go. We don't want people knowing about them because they're a threat and they view me as a threat. Please. I don't know what's going through their mind. I don't know if they view me as a threat or not. Who cares? I don't care. Like I tell all of y'all, I'm just here to give my commentary. I'm a reaction type channel. And getting back to the conversation with this other YouTuber, Q, my commentary in the past with the people that have bullied, that have doxed and harassed him, I've addressed all of those individuals that have came over here and continue to do the same thing, trying to convince me Quadir is this, that, and the other. You know where I stand. My issue now is that when people try to defend you, you want to cause problems. My delivery, if it offended you, I do apologize, but my intentions going into it was pure. I meant good intentions. I honestly meant good intentions going into making those videos. The delivery you may have not liked. You may have found it offensive, and I do apologize. But that's not what my intentions were. But chances are it doesn't matter what I say, and it doesn't even matter if I have addressed this issue, because after this live stream, most likely we're not going to be talking about, this person anymore because it's laid to rest. They don't want me on their platform. Their audience is trying to cause issues with me for no reason. Again, no reason. Why is my name being brought up in your fucking chat when I have not said a single word? So that makes me question now, when I'm not present within your chat, what are they talking about me? Why are y'all talking about me? You claim I'm talking about you. I don't talk about you till you talk about me. So what to do? What up? Why is my name being brought up in your chat for no reason whenever I didn't say anything? Huh? Don't speak unless you're spoken to, right? So now I'm spoken to. Why is my name being brought up in your chat? Didn't say a goddamn word. But all of a sudden, one of his mods wants to say, oh, Bandit, speaking to me like I said something Bandit if he wasn't talking about just one person. But if the shoe fits, let it apply. I didn't say anything before. He just said that out of the blue. Out of the blue. Blues clues. Blues clues. He just said that out of the blue. Like Adele. So where is this coming from? I don't understand. What's the issue? What's the problem? I think I've been very transparent about where I stand with Q. I don't have to like every single thing he says and does. But I can still support him as an artist because I know that struggle. Any artist knows that struggle. Side gigs, street hustle. You have to do what you have to do. And if one day you are able to make money doing what you love, you will never work a day in your life. That's what my goal is. What about you? And I can see that is exactly what Q is trying to do. So I'm not jealous of that. I have no ill intent in that. In fact, I respect the man for going out. And even if you know, you and even if it was a trial and error, you still have to respect. He went out and tried. He went out and did a lot of people what a lot of people weren't brave enough to do. Host their own venue, go to their own concert, push out their own albums. It's worth a shot. So meanwhile, while you're back here saying, oh, he's going to fail, his music sucks, blah, 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 at least he made albums. At least there is something out there that proves that, yeah, he is an artist. Here is his work. Where's your work? Where is your work? Where is your work? Meanwhile, you're criticizing somebody that has a past record that's been active since 2006, not only here on YouTube, but been doing shows before that, from what he says. And he has albums out, despite what you feel about, despite your personal feelings. Okay, because that's the problem. You're feeling. No one gives a fuck about your feelings. The record and the facts show that he has a past record. He's put out work. Where is your work? Your work is you are here causing havoc on another person's life. And thank God, if there is a God, thank God that this one YouTuber's channel has been deleted. And I'm not saying his name. That one I will not even mention. The walking heart attack. I will say that. We'll call him that. The walking heart attack. His channel got deleted about a month ago. People came over here. He came over here, right? He's probably watching this. I don't know who's watching this, but he's probably watching this and he will be watching this on the replay. Most likely. Come over here on a troll account asking, Bandit, can you do a tarot reading for Julian? Nigga, please. Who the fuck you think you fooling with that ugly ass profile picture? You looking like Miss Piggy. Like Miss Piggy just had a stroke. And she tried to dress herself up with some makeup. You know, she has to put on some blush to hide that sagging eye. Let me stop. You know exactly who you are. Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing that people like you are off the internet because you built your entire platform off of hate for another person. And I think I just heard one person, I just think I heard someone scream. Yeah, someone just screamed in the background. Hold on, y'all. Let me I'm not taking any risk. I told you before that a paranoid motherfucker will live to see tomorrow. A paranoid motherfucker will live to see tomorrow. Mhm. Nothing good happens after 2 a.m. It was just an animal. So as I was saying before, Quadir, like I said, would you like to address why my name is being brought up in your chat by a mod, a messy mod that's looking to start issues for no reason? Would you like to address that? Because I was not saying anything, but my name is being brought up out of the blue, like Blue's Clues. Get a clue like Adele. Can you give me a clue? It just goes to show some people they don't know how to perceive kindness. And I get it. I really do. Because I've went through shit before and I'm so used to people coming at me funny and coming at me sideways and just uh, you just get tired of it. So you're automatically on guard about how anyone addresses you. I get that. But there comes a point where you have to have a little bit of self-control. You get that a lot here on YouTube. There's a lot of people that don't like Bandit. If you haven't noticed by now, some people just want to start issues with me just for the sake of starting issues. People like this certain creator, Q, wants to attack my integrity and my character, not my work, by hoping and wishing the most despicable, disgusting, vile, nasty things on me for no reason. You can let me tell you something. You can leave my name out your fucking mouth. And anything that you say against me, bitch, will be brought right back to you. Just believe. Trust. You don't have to believe. I stand corrected. You don't even have to believe. Just keep talking shit. As I mentioned before, my ancestors and my spirit guides will fuck you up. They will. So if you're talking my name, ill will, and spirit, oh yes, it's coming. If you're sending me bad juju in the spirit, yeah, I'm addressing you in the spirit. Any ill intent, negativity, all of that shit that you were talking, and you know what you were saying. If you were thinking about me while saying that, well, it's being sent right back to you. How about that? It's being sent directly right back to you. Because you had no business bringing up my name. Why is my name being brought up in your chat? Why are all of these people turning against me all of a sudden when I've showed nothing but love and support? Why? One of the only, I don't want to say only, but one of the few, very few creators that have came out and expressed their support for your work, for you being an artist. And I do like your music, Quadir. Some songs I do like. I don't like every song, but I do like some songs. So when I'm talking about you, I'm talking about your work, your personality, if you want to call it that, here on YouTube. I'm not talking about you as a person. I'm not talking about your integrity. I don't ill wish anything on you. I don't do that to anybody unless they do it to me. And then it's fair square, fair game. You come for my jugular, I'm coming for yours. The street goes both ways. I don't have to be nice to people that are not nice to me. And I have the right to react any type of way I wish to, that I find necessary. Some things don't warrant a reaction, quite frankly. You have to know when to hold them and when to fold them. But this time, yeah, I'm holding it. I am holding it. Why is my name being brought up in your chat? Because I was not saying anything. Nothing. But your mod just reached up and grabbed my name, even went as far as shift key at bandit to make sure I fuck see. Yeah, no, I have to speak. What did it do? What's up? Would you like to address why my name is being brought up in your chat? Why is your messy mod causing issues? And I've already emailed you privately and addressed this issue. And I'm trying to deter from saying your name as much because the majority of people are going to know who I'm talking about. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, find out. It's a mystery. Go back and listen to my other content and put two and two together if you really want to know. Because I'm not going to sit up here and go over the entire thing again. What I mentioned tonight is just a basic rundown of the situation. There was a lot more things that occurred to this certain content creator. So again, would you like to address why my name is being brought up in your chat? And if you are the one, if you are thinking of me when saying all this buffoonery, sending curses and hexes to people, trust and believe, you will get your ass handed to you real quick, fucking around with me in the spirit. So all of that negativity, all of the things, every single word, every single omen that you wished would happen to me will happen to you, even worse, for a second time. Don't even think about me. How about that? If you don't like me, don't even think about me. Because if you think about me, you're going to be cursed. And this is not me call the what do you want to say? The pot calling the kettle black. No, this is just me standing up for myself and defending myself. I'm sure that Q is very familiar with it, so I can do it too. So now you coming for me, what to do? What up? You want to say all this heinous, nasty shit? Make me out to be an imbecile? I'm uneducated, bitch. Fucking ostrich in the sand. Fuck you. Like I said, I'm the only one that one of the few YouTubers that have showed you support. And you treat me like this? Fuck you. Seriously. No reason. My biggest issue is that he's not talking about me as a creator. He's talking about me as a person and attacking my integrity. And now it's been confirmed. You can't say, well, Bandit, if the shoe fits, then let it apply. Because my name was being brought up, bitch. You're the one that brought up my name. Let's not forget. Do not come over here and try to gaslight me into thinking that you're making issues out of nothing. No, you're the one that started it. Let's not forget, nigga. Okay? You are the one that mentioned my name out of nowhere. I didn't say anything until you mentioned my name in his chat. So what was being discussed beforehand? I ain't going back and watching it, no. Because chances are, if you heard one rant from Q, you heard them all. So I already know what was probably being said. That makes me question more when I'm not present. Because if I'm just sitting there, I call it lurking and creeping, just observing. Let's just say observing in the chat. Staying silent, not just minding my own business. And then I see my name highlighted and I haven't said anything. Yeah, it becomes my business. So would Q or the mod, his messy mod, like to clarify what's going on? Why is my name being brought up in the chat? If you would like to reach out to me personally, if you don't want to address this here on YouTube, and if you want to reach out to me personally, there is the email. You can always email me at seraphicpathways@yahoo.com. And we can talk about it like adults and not go back and forth with each other, going throat to throat with each other on the internet. The only reason why I'm giving this commentary is because, hell, it's warranted because my name was being brought out of nowhere. So yeah, the shoe does fit. Stop trying to be gaslighty. That's exactly what you're doing. That entire chat over there, y'all really need to question the mods. It's not the first time that Q has modded someone that turned out to be problematic. So again, if it's not you, if you didn't, Quadir, okay, if we don't have any issues, cool. But you need to know that one of your mods is gaslighting. They're causing issues. They're stirring up shit in the chat with people. And they're causing issues with other creators and other people in the chat. Because I never did mention one word until he brought up my name and made that snide-ass remark. If the shoe let it fit, bandit. Whatever the fuck he said. Knowing damn well I haven't said anything. So now you coming to me. You came for me. So now I'm sending for you. And I know there's people probably watching this right now that's going to watch this on the replay. I'm not putting the name in the title. Because I know his audience comes over here and watches my content. So yes, I am sending for you. Q. Would you like to address this? How your mod is being messy and causing issues with other people in the chat? Stirring up shit, causing problems, no reason behind it. This could just be a big misunderstanding. I don't know. Please email me. I've already sent out an email, but please email me and we can talk about it. I don't want to address it here publicly on YouTube, especially if it has nothing to do with Q, but everything to do with this fucking mod. You need to watch who you modding. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. You need to watch who the fuck you modding, because you give the wrong power. You give the powers to the wrong people. This is the type of shit that happens. That's why when people they ask me to be a mod, and I'm not even suggesting anyone to be a mod. It's different if I said, "Hey, who wants to become a mod?" Okay, but if I all out of the blue, just out of the blue, again, like Blues Clues. Oh, Bandit, can I be a mod? And no one even asked for you to be a mod, I'm automatically suspicious. And that's an insult to my intelligence, by the way. No, you can't be a mod, especially if it's your first time in my chat and I never have seen you over here before. No, hell no, you're not becoming a mod. It takes a certain standard to become a mod over here on my channel. If I choose to mod you, then I choose to mod you. That's fine. And if you become problematic down the road, then I can, as easily as you got that wrench, it can be taken away. And I've mentioned before, I said it once, I said it twice, and I will continue to say it. It is an open door policy, the mods. If you don't want to be a mod, that's fine. Let me know and I can unmod you. So don't get too comfortable. Okay? Just a note, because I've had mods before, they got too comfortable. They thought that they could speak to me, handle me a certain type of way, cause problems, and I've had to show their ass out the door. Bye. You can still watch, but you can't be a mod because you've already proven yourself to be untrustworthy. So if you would like to address this issue, please email me at serathicpathways@yahoo.com. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this live stream. Thank you for the ones of you that's tuned in. That's, I guess, enjoyed this rant. Some of you guys enjoy my rants. You think it's hilarious. Well, I'm glad that you think it's funny. So, hey, what can I say? I'm here for the entertainment. I am a reactionary type channel. That's why my delivery with the past reads I've done for this YouTuber, standing up for him, showing my support, coming to bat for him, have been a little bit comical. They have not been everyone's taste. And once again, I do apologize if it was perceived wrong, but I did not have ill intentions going into it. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. Have a good rest of your night. Happy witching hour, people. And I'll catch you on the next round.